ask a question, they'll pass it along to us, and we'll pick a couple to respond to here. So we've got a lot of really cool things happening. Kabam Twitchy D, thank you. Shout out, I see India. Pet the mods, sure, why not? But welcome on in, everybody. I say we dive right into it. At our event quest for the month of November, of course, the event quest is called As Above, So Below. The Sorcerer Supreme Kushala has come to the contest to defeat an ancient and powerful enemy who threatens the entire multiverse with destruction. Kushala will need more than just the summoner's help to fend off this foe. Together, they'll call on the aid of a brand new champion unique to the contest, the fierce and courageous warrior Chilth. Will the combined might of Kushala's magic and Chilth's skills be enough to overcome an enemy as powerful as the one below all? Find out in As Above, So Below. I always like when we pose these questions.
Básicamente es la descripción de la misión mensual.
Enough, or will we fall into
Viene Kushala y Chila. ¿Cómo se llama? Chila, no me acuerdo cómo se llama.
The game ceases to exist, I suppose, but hey, you guys got to get out there and make it happen. Cool. Let's take a look at our side quest for the month. We've got Dark Catacombs coming at you.
La misión secundaria son las catacumbas.
Victory in his friendly quotes, battle against his brother, the Collector. The necropolis has opened up paths to strange catacombs filled with dangers and treasure. Grandmaster isn't much for getting his hands dirty, so he's looking to hire those who can work in secret and shadows to embark on a harrowing adventure. You'll need help to descend these depths, so gather some spelunking rope.
Ayudarlo a descender las profundidades.
This month, and you'll get access to weekly Dark Catacombs side quests. Dark Catacombs. As Above, So Below. Dark Catacombs, both very like post-spooky season spooky. You know, they both have a little bit of dark connotations. I kind of like it. I hope everyone had a fantastic spooky season. That's my favorite holiday of the year, Halloween. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you dressed up as a character from Mcoc, please tag us on social media. I would love to see that. But let's move right along here because we're not talking about November's champs. And we've been talking about them for a little while now because they are awesome. So we've got Chilth coming to the contest. We have our own Chilth comic. We might be giving away some of those on future live streams. Stick around.
Van a regalar el cómic
and stay tuned for details about that.
Sobre Chilith.
But Chilth is brand new coming to the contest. A lot of very exciting news has come out, including a New York Comic-Con reveal, which was really cool that I and two of my colleagues got to be a part of. So unbelievable. Very fun.
Es muy divertido.
And we'll dive into Chilth's optimal rotation from the one and only Karate Mike. Take it away.
Y vamos a ver el video de Karate Mike.
To begin, power the opponent to reduce the timer on your spirit charges. You'll reduce it even further if you punish the defender's heavy or special attack. Now, don't force it, but punishing with your heavy will pause all of your bleeds and keep the momentum rolling. From here, keep this cycle going while staying aggressive. And then, use your special 1 to activate your grit passive to stack on even more bleeds. At this point, in a shorter fight, the opponent should be melting, especially if they're infused with gamma. And your bleeds will only get more potent as the fight continues. Now, in a longer fight, really focus on building up to 10 spirit charges. Then, once ready, launch your special 3 to gain your vicious passive and juice up your bleeds even further. Now that you're all ramped up, just stay aggressive and keep applying the pressure until the opponent is knocked out.
1300, 600. Oye, no sé de qué, en cuánto sea, pero está bueno el daño,
back. That was your first look at Chilth's optimal rotation, a fantastic champion that means a lot to us here at Kabam and everybody working on the contest. So we are very excited to see her come to the battle realm this November. But I sat down in a text conversation. There was no sitting involved, although he probably sat while he wrote it with Karate Mike and said, hey, what makes Chilth so unique, and he had this to say: so many things, Jax, all caps. She has an axe and a really cool ponytail. But more importantly, she's a Kabam Mcoc original character that also happens to be a First Nations hero, created by a team of First Nations people. It's been so awesome watching her design process unfold, and I can't wait for the players to get their hands on her. Michael, who likes karate, also said she has so many skill champ mechanics: punishing special / heavies, big bleeds, cleanse, tranquilize. Her easy access to consistent cleanse is going to make her a total joy against Jessica Jones and other science champs who use debuffs as defensive threats. On top of that, she specifically wants to hunt gamma champs, and her bleeds are going to be a lot more potent against some of those nasty defenders. Very, very cool.
Está mamadísimo, pero si no deja hemorragia, no causa daño
tampoco. Karate Mike seems to think she's going to be a very solid questing champ, and they could also see her having some nice play against certain lanes and defenders in war. We think she might be a bit too slow for a Battlegrounds attack, although against Gamma champs, she's going to have a good time and deal a lot more damage. She
could be a
little sneaky on defense. She's going to be cleansing your stun debuffs whenever you parry her. And that's Chilth. Definitely check out Chilth's deep dive coming this weekend. We will also have Kushala's deep dive coming this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, on the official MCOC YouTube page. Some of you are watching there right now. Hey, everybody. If you want to, come on over to twitch.tv/Kabam. Make a really quick account. That's where we're going to do all of this interaction here. So I can say, hey, to Dada Danny Boy, and we were Akara, and other names that are easy to pronounce and read on screen here.
Okay.
Including Guardian 0465. Welcome on in, everybody. Great to see you. Let's move along here, because again, we got a lot of stuff to get to. We've got Kushala coming to the contest. Hey, do you want a Summoner Supreme? Hey, do you want a Ghost Rider? Hey, do you want them both? That's Kushala. We're going to check in again with Karate Mike, the tones of Karate Mike, as he walks you through the ideal rotation for Kushala. Take it away.
A ver, de la mezcla de dos campeones.
Start by building your blessings. If possible, you want to build them evenly so they stay paused as you're working your way up. Depending on the fight in front of you, your tactics might have to shift. From here, launch your special 1 to nullify the buffs on the opponent. Then, if they aren't already melted, build up your special 2 to apply your soul barb. Then, continue using your special 1 to keep applying pressure. And keep in mind, if your opponent doesn't have natural buffs, you can apply ignition buffs using your light attacks to fuel your fire and stack on some massive incinerate damage. Now,
si tu personaje y el oponente no gana las tradicionales mejoras, puede dejar una desventaja de incineración, o no sé cómo se llama.
That way, you can supply your own fuel to light the defender up with your special 1s. Oh yeah, and while in no way required, running her with the Mystic Dispersion Mastery makes her a lot more fiery, since you'll gain extra power each time the opponent gains a buff.
Mística va a servir mucho más, obviamente.
But make sure you launch those specials.
Un nuevo castigador de mejoras, con muchas incineraciones.
Apology, you guys. I messed up. I said Summoner Supreme, and it was Sorcerer Supreme. So apologies to everyone that I upset with this information. But hey, Kushala looks super cool, and we're giving away a 7-star Kushala and 5 6-star Kushalas at the end of the show. So stick around for more information on how to get yourself one of these awesome champs. And hey, what makes Kushala so unique? She is the first champion to gain power as a mystic when a buff is gained on the defender, opposed to when one expires via mystic dispersion. She applies ignition buffs on her light attacks, so this actually helps her ramp and launch specials at a much faster rate. She has a lot of blessings that grant different abilities, but at the end of the day, she's a super mega ultra nullified champ that turns those nullifies into extremely potent incinerate dots. That's damage over time, gamers. Kind of like a modern version of Dr. Voodoo. Karate Mike says she'll fit pretty comfortably on Battlegrounds and Alliance War attack. She won't be much of a defender, so she'll be single-sided more often than not in Battlegrounds decks, but she's going to be an extremely potent attacker against a lot of cosmic defenders. Kushala looks awesome. Art team don't miss. It's beautiful. And again, stick around to the end of the show for your chance to win a 7-star or one of 5 6-star.
Quiero a Kushala más que a Shigit. Quiero
I'm fired up for it. I'm really excited. I like giving away free stuff.
Y es como long shot.
I really,
es como
really,
un long shot
really
con el
do.
motorista.
What do you think, Summoners? Who are you more excited to tinker with when they come to the contest in November?
Es una mezcla rara.
Or
Como un doctor vudú.
There's no wrong answers. They're both awesome. I see a lot of Kushalas here. Guys, don't sleep on Chioth, because I don't know if you saw, but there's a bear. There's a bear, and it goes, I'm a bear. There's voice lines now.
Me pregunto qué tomará. Leche con chocolate.
Just to keep you all in the loop, I'm feeling a little sick, and that means I'm going to be bringing some weird energy today. But hey, let's move right along. Did you guys know that in mid-October we hosted the biggest in-person competition that MCOC has ever seen? That's right, it was called Battle Round Brawl. It was a 2-day competition that also involved a one-evening-only player summit with reveals, hands-on demos, and early access to content coming to the contest in the near future here. Here to talk about all of the excellence that happened in that weekend. Please welcome to the show my boss and your best friend. It's Mike. How are you?
Kabam, Mike.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's great to have you here. Here, you can hold this.
¿Tú puedes tomar esto?
This is heavy.
It is very heavy. I don't know how FinTech held it above his head like that. It was pretty impressive, honestly. But yeah, we just had this massive, massive event. It was no less than like 6 to 9 months of planning, largely your work. How do you feel now that it's done?
It was, okay, yeah. I think a lot of people don't understand how much planning an event like this is. I know I didn't understand how much work planning an event like this would be, because we started almost a year ago now, and it really ramped up towards spring, but it was a lot of work. But it was it was so much fun. Players loved it, the contenders especially.
Buenos días, Marquito.
All of our coworkers had a great time showing up.
And,
some people tuned in and also had a good time watching.
I mean, we broadcast both days of the competition. We know that there were some issues with the broadcast itself, and thank you to those of you who stuck around regardless. We had a blast.
El evento
I want to address this because I see it in the chat, and people are saying FinTech didn't get to keep the belt. As soon as FinTech won and we killed the cameras and he stepped off stage, we took the belt back immediately.
Ripped it right away.
We said no, and he was really upset, and he was like holding on to it, and you could see like the tears welling up in his eyes, but we pushed him down, and we took the belt back, and we said, go back to Finland now.
Yeah, none of that is true.
None of that's true. We got 2 belts. We did think that it might be tough for him to fly it home. What I thought was like a baller move is, if he walked through the metal detector at the airport with like the belt under his shirt and was like, champion. But I don't know that he did that either. But shout out to FinTech. Shout out to all of our competitors that came out. All around the world.
Yeah.
They were incredible.
And such nice people. So nice people. That's me and my best friends.
Es una gente muy buena. Ahí está setting. Saludos Carlitos, saludos Manuel, saludos Kalin, Iván, Manuel, Eduardo.
There were times when, like, you know, our goal was let's get 100 people.
¿Qué más en YouTube? Se trabó otra vez el directo.
People to show up.
Yeah.
100 people was, you know.
Ahí están los. Mira este mamadísimo. Este hombre mamadísimo.
Oh my God, Andrew.
Andrew, I need your workout routine.
Andrew,
mira, acá está el desarrollador del pelos blancos.
Yeah, we thought, you know,
acá está Dragon.
Let's get 100 people to show up, and it'll be a good time. We had at least, I want to say 150?
Yeah.
Yeah.
El tema de las runas va a ser básicamente para aquellos que comenten en el canal de Twitch. Van a hacer un sorteo, van a sortear un personaje de 7 estrellas, una Kushala de 7 estrellas y 5 Kushalas de 6 estrellas. Pero para eso tienen que estar seguir el canal de Kabam en Twitch para que puedan comentar y para que se le puedan participar, digamos.
Let's talk about the competition first.
En los regalos que da. Los que ya siguen el canal de Twitch, pues ya saben que todas las veces que hacen anuncios, todas las veces que hacen anuncios, pues están regalando cosas, ¿no? Es normal. Ya es cotidiano, todos los meses regalan cosas en el canal de Twitch. Cuando hacen anuncios sobre todo. Pues todavía no dicen, lo dicen todavía hasta el final de la transmisión casi prácticamente. Ya sabes, Brian, has estado en el Twitch canal de Twitch, estás en el canal de Twitch ya hace como todos los veces que hacemos transmisión en Twitch. Saludos al Master, bienvenido. Un brazaco, no, tremendo brazo. Pero no le sirvió para nada porque perdió nada más, mira ahí está. No ganó ni una, creo.
Who really brought this together. I was not sure how this was actually going to play out. I was nervous.
Ese estuvo grandote ese contra Pepe. ¿Cómo se llamaba? Surafa era, ¿no?
Planes home. I did not stop stressing out. But
mira, Surafa estaba como loco, mira.
Like these guys, the show looked amazing. Yeah. You know, I know we had a few technical issues on the first day, but like the in-person experience was amazing.
Yeah.
En su percepción fue impresionante, dice. Su percepción personal.
I was always worried that
la participación, digamos.
Battlegrounds tournament for, you know, a couple hours.
Estoy mamadísimo.
John's in the corner laughing at me because at one point he said we should make this 6 or 7 hours or 8 hours long, and I said absolutely not. I don't want to sit for that. And then nobody got up from their seats the entire time.
Even when bribed with food.
Vintage, it was great, always.
Go away.
Go away. I'm watching Battlegrounds.
Yeah, no, they were into it. So cool. It opens up a lot of opportunities for next year.
Yeah, so I mean, the official statement from us, I suppose, is like, we're not locked for a second event next year. We absolutely want to do one. We think that we can we already have a list of stuff that we want to make bigger and better. Yeah. But we need more people like you guys to say, hey, we want this event. I will be there. Like, let us know so that we can go to the people with the money and say, hey, we want to set up something awesome for our people. If you could layer in one more excellent thing to this competition for next year, what's like the #1 dream?
Like 4 times the competitors.
Dang, bring out 32.
32.
Do full tournament on stage.
Yeah. Maybe not on stage. That's a lot of people. But there's definitely ways that we can make it work. 2-day event.
No hay nada. Estaba revisando a ver para banear, porque ya me dijeron antes de banear otra vez ya.
The right times, maybe the 3rd day is our final.
Los personajes para este mes, Chill y Kuchala, están buenos, Pasa que tienen buen daño. Lo probaron de 7 estrellas en rango 3, me parece, deben estar porque tienen 30.000 de potencia. Y se ven buenos los dos campeones, están bastante buenos. Ambos personajes están bastante interesantes, diría yo. Ambos campeones.
We really wanted to get the kinks out, see how it worked. Next year, you know, let's treat that
as
the first one.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you can call it version 2, I don't care.
Yeah.
I think try bigger, better things.
Bigger, better, absolutely. I think that we did so much we laid so much groundwork for this event that going to the next one.
Es una motorista, es un arma de motorista fantasma, o algo así.
Which is fantastic, and we have talked about big plans for next year and how we wanted to do a cruise ship. Battle Cruise Brawl. We put everyone out at sea.
Yeah.
International waters, no rules.
Yeah.
Contest.
I'm not a big fan of this one.
No, not a good plan.
I'm afraid of cruises. People go fishing on cruises.
But you wouldn't.
A lot, very often. No. I haven't made any enemies in this game. No one wants to throw me off a bridge.
Hold on. Who's this? Kefison says Vancouver is far away. Next time, come to Greece. Oh, yeah, I'll consider that.
Yeah,
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
We also considered Hawaii, mostly because we want to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shift gears and talk about the Player Summit a little bit. We revealed a lot of things for the first time. We were able to mix and mingle with all of the community. We saw them have hands-on with a lot of new game modes and things. It was so cool. I was a little nervous.
Los creadores de contenido, los jugadores, los participantes.
The summit, same thing. Like having everyone sit down
and
listen intently. I don't present a lot, and you know, this is why you're here.
Yeah.
And I am not in that chair all the time. But I had a great time, like getting up in front of everyone, telling them what's coming, what's new. The look in MSD's eyes as we announced Necropolis.
Un buen momento ahí entre amigos.
someone's face light up like it was
Cuenta que está esperando el sorteo. Sí, esperamos el sorteo.
Que anuncio. Es cierto que el nuevo título se va a llamar Batalla. Out of his seat and his eyes are as big as saucers.
No sé todavía.
I didn't know what to expect, honestly. I had a lot of anxiety going into this event. We as community managers spend a lot of time in the forums and it can be very negative. We've been doing these live streams and those have been much more positive, so you're kind of like, well, this is new, unexplored territory.
There it is.
And everyone I spoke to, look at them, like Christmas morning. Everyone I spoke to was so positive, so excited.
Mira, le hicieron una presentación de lo que venía también adelantada ya, mira.
It blew me away. I had such a good time. And shout out to Rob for making that edit look like I said something really funny.
Mi cara la de siempre, ¿qué estás hablando?
Completely disjointed reaction shots, but thank you.
Estoy viendo el video.
Man, this was great too. Like Alliance Quest raids for the first time, Necropolis fights, a couple of different champs. Like, this was unbelievable.
Sigue hablando del torneo, del evento que fue básicamente, que los que fueron al torneo tuvieron el chance, digamos, la oportunidad de ver el tema de los raids antes, el previo de los raids, vieron también el tema de la necrópolis, pudieron participar, jugar entre ellos y cositas así, ¿no? Ahí están los raids de alianza, tuvieron bastantes, bueno, de beneficio, digamos, ¿no? Algunas cosas antes, solamente por asistir y ser parte, digamos, de este evento.
Like that's incredible and you don't.
Yo tengo cara de póker que estás hablando. Mira, la rueda también.
Notraco 17 dice vieron los nodos de Necrópolis.
I always say we are blessed to have a community that most.
Los nodos de Necrópolis también.
People passionate enough to travel across the world to come hang out with us. Yeah.
Wild. And
7 estrellas.
Oh, by this point in the night, we had both been active for about 12 hours.
Let's say more than 12 hours.
More than 12, and we were losing it. But we did a raffle, a couple giveaways. That was very fun. Oh man, I had an absolute blast.
Varias cositas tuvieron varios beneficios, está bien.
One person who didn't play the game.
Yeah, we had one guy who came in as a guest.
Está mejor ese lugar que donde fueron los encuentros.
He won of like one of the 5. Won one of 5. Raffle prizes.
No sé, que quisieran darle un tono oscuro.
Anything else that we need to
todo diferente, digamos, de concurso. Por lo general los concursos son así, ¿no? Los torneos los hacen en ambientes así. Y según mal no recuerdo, sí, como siempre son oscuros los eventos. Fondos negros.
I need to plan how much juice
Por lo menos algunos de los torneos que yo he visto.
How many burritos is enough? Awesome. I'm excited for next year as well. I want to do more live events like this. I haven't been in front of a live crowd like that. I mean, prior to New York Comic Con the weekend before, but like it's been such a long time and it was absolutely unreal. Before you go anywhere, we have a big moment.
I get to do this?
Yeah, I'm going to let you. That wasn't the initial plan, but since you just asked, I'm going to let you do it.
Okay.
Gang, hanging out there. Thank you for being here. This is your pal Jack speaking to you now. I have my first ever 7-star crystal.
Es su primer cristal de 7 estrellas.
And we're gonna let Mike do the honors.
I'm scared.
I'm also scared.
Va a abrir su primer cristal de 7 estrellas en directo, chicos. Apertura de cristales también en directo. Piñata va a ser.
I'm not happy about it either.
More like jujitsu, Mike. Am I right? All right, Rob, can we pull up my screen here? All right. Hold on, let me get back in focus. You can now see my in-game name and alliance tag. That means that you are contractually obligated to forfeit any Battlegrounds match you see me in future. So thank you for that. Let's fire this up right here.
Estás obligado, dice, a dejarte ganar cuando te enfrentes al Battlegrounds. No, mentira.
Pull it in there. Mike, do the honors. Give us a tap.
Su primer 7 estrellas, que le salga que...
Ultimately.
Algo horrible ahorita.
Titania, I'm gonna be so upset.
Are you gonna be upset?
Yeah, she's
I like that we're watching the screen and there's a massive one right here.
Oh!
Okay, my first was Mantis and...
Qué mala suerte, qué feo personaje.
I don't have a lot of tech.
Bueno, aunque 100 estrellas debe estar pegar duro igual, ¿no? No está mal tampoco. Pero no es un top. No es el que cualquiera quisiera, digamos.
Yeah, for your first 7-star, any 7-star is a good 7-star.
Wow. Look at me go. Look at me go, you guys. Thank you for being here for this wonderful personal milestone. I appreciate
W, nice.
being here to hype me up.
F.
Mike, you want to do
podría ser peor.
Tour someday?
No, absolutely not.
No. Me neither.
Felicidades, LOL, W.
The one I
no
played
está
for the
mal.
most part.
Yeah.
My more end game one, which I will never ever show anyone.
Yeah.
And then like, I have a rotating like new
Este es
account.
pilotaje.
Because I'm always like checking out the
Lo siento, Jack.
Sure. So I have like hundreds
F.
of accounts at this point, probably.
Well, we need to. It's kind of our jobs too. I see people yelling at you for piloting. Which
¿Crees que cambiará el formato? Lo que han dicho, lo que sea el formato de los VGs es que están tratando de agregar mayor cantidad de países para que puedan participar. Esa es la principal por ahora. A ver si pueden hacerlo. Porque creo que hay, ¿cuántos países? No sé, 20 y tantos que no pueden participar. Entonces, la idea es que lo abran a más participantes.
Mike, thanks for coming to hang out.
No, thank you for having me.
Y va a depender obviamente de eso, ¿no?
I don't know if you want to come back in the mid-November stream for the big giveaway.
Pero todavía falta.
Oh yeah.
The big giveaway.
Yeah.
Or December, we're going to do some fun stuff leading into the holiday season. So we'll see you again soon.
I'm literally always right there.
It's true. If he's not there, he's literally just off camera. Yeah. Everyone say goodbye to Mike.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Mike. Now I don't know how you get off the set, so just have fun. All right, everybody, let's keep it going here. I'm going to talk to you guys about some free stuff. Everyone loves free stuff. Yeah, you can sit. You'll just be hanging out quietly for a minute. That's the next guest. It's a secret. Shh. You guys want free stuff? Stick around later in the show. We'll be giving away a 7-star Kushala and 5 6-star Kushala.
El creador de Kushala de 7 estrellas.
Here's how you guys are going to get some more stuff out of Mcoc and Rob, bring up a slideshow. It's a slideshow time. Hey. Rob, my mouse isn't working. Can I go now? You. Yeah, you. Do you like stuff? I bet you do. Introducing...
¿Qué carajos haces?
Marvel Contest of Champions on Amazon Prime Gaming.
Marvel Champions de Amazon Prime Gaming. Aquellos que tengan Amazon Prime Gaming van a dar beneficios. Obviamente, unos premios muy grandes y muy beneficiosos para aquellos que tengan Prime Gaming. Atentos, ¿eh?
What does this mean? What is this?
¿Qué significa esto?
So, very simple. You're going to log into Prime Gaming if you already have an Amazon Prime account. Prime Gaming is a part of that. You're going to go to a specific Marvel Contest of Champions gaming page. We will be giving out
a la página. Primero tener el Prime Gaming. Ir a la página de Marvel Contest of Champions. Con el URL o la dirección de las redes sociales de Marvel. Escanear el código QR con tu celular. Correr Marvel Contest Champion y listo. Te logueas con Prime Gaming. Eso estaba. Nota, si tú creaste una nueva cuenta, asegúrate de reactivar el nivel 2 y completar el tutorial primero.
To support your your favorite creators, like twitch.tv/flanneljack. I don't know, you could do that there if you wanted to. It's for free is all I'm saying. But if you created a new account to get this free stuff, make sure to hit level 2 and complete the tutorial, then you'll get more free things. And the QR code is usable by only one person. Only one account, it's yours, it's personal, you can't share it, none of that.
Solo una cuenta nada más puede ser.
What are you going to get, though?
¿Qué podemos conseguir? Lo siguiente.
I see Polsky Play says,
podemos conseguir
this is what it is. You're going to get a 3-star featured champion,
un campeón de 3 estrellas, un cristal de caballero y 3 recargas de energía.
Just for showing up. This isn't going to replace the Marvel Insider thing by any means. This is not permanent. This is... Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not going to replace that because it's already gone. But... hey, here's a way for you to get a free champion, a tester. Obviously, guys, expectations.
Un campeón destacado.
Para eso mejor que no de nada.
Gracias, Oscar. He vuelto a suscribirme. Muchas gracias por ese Prime, Oscar. Bienvenido, gracias por eso. Y Oscar tiene Prime. Gracias por esa suscripción.
2 veces al mes. So in November, Check out November 13th.
Para noviembre van a tener a una Kushala de 3 estrellas y una Chelit de 3 estrellas. Dos campeones nuevos de 3 estrellas, chicos. ¿Qué más quieren? Suscríbanse con su Amazon Prime. Para diciembre, Outlaws y Misterio. ¿Quién es Misterio? Ah, va a ser Misterio, todavía no sabe, ¿no?
Yes, exactly. Who said that? The real Jinja 21 says it's a nice
¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? El fan número 1 de Outlaws.
Something that you're gonna go stand in line and wait for Black Friday for. But this is a nice little bonus, you know?
¿Dónde está el fanático número 1 de Outlaws? Outlaws.
Why not? A nice little bonus. Hey, do you want some more stuff?
Confirmadísimo, chicos. Outlaws viene para diciembre.
Once per week in the Summoner's Market, hop in there. Get this free crystal.
Bueno, este cristalito ya lo sabemos que lo tenemos en la tienda.
This is reminiscent. It is similar to. Is it the same as the Legend
Pero
Celebration
terrible, confirmadísimo. Outlaws. ¿Cómo se pronuncia? Outlaws.
That's not a real term. I just made it up.
Outlaw.
Go and get that once a week, for free, and that's rad. There you go.
Tremendo.
Free stuff. Thank you for listening.
Esas camisas que traen, no sé.
Another one of my slideshows. Let's move right along here to another slideshow. But let me introduce our next special guest. You've seen him once before.
Toda la comunidad hispana hay que protestar por el diseño de cara. Es muy cuadrada como creadores, es muy exagerada. Crean que el personaje y su cara. ¿Por cuál hablas, David? ¿Cuál personaje?
So we had him on timeout for a while, but now he's back. Please say hello to Harold. Great to have you.
Hello. Thanks, Jax.
Oh, mira.
I wasn't a fan of the relics thing, personally, but
this is what genuinely happened.
¿Por qué criticar, David? ¿Por cuál personaje?
I said, hey, Harold, can you come and talk about Alliance Quest Event Setup 2.0? And you said, maybe. Can I give away something that's not relics this time?
I said exactly those words.
And I said, you actually won't be on for the giveaway part. You're going to leave the set.
Requisitos todavía no lo dicen, Mario. Esperen, tranquilos.
Hey, stick around, folks, as we're going to be giving away a 7-star Kushala and 5 6-star Kushalas, and we'll let you read
¿Va a regalar otra vez siendo Kushala? Ahorita vamos a hablar de Kushala ahorita.
So, yes, you can give away something that's not relics, okay?
My redemption arc.
I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. All right, we're going into Alliance Quest Setup 2.0.
Yeah.
This is something we talked about back in spring this year. It's been cooking.
La Kushala.
Pretty straightforward, but it's a feature that people have been
Alianza Quest Setup 2.0. Esto es la nueva configuración. Gracias, Kiko Infinity, por ese follow. Bienvenido. Lo que va a ser la nueva configuración de gestas de alianzas. Todavía, Sergio, todavía. Aquí está la nueva configuración. Mira esto, parece los Battlegrounds. Qué chido, ¿no? Mira qué hermoso, una pantalla, me gusta. Me encanta, me agrada. Está hermoso. Está hermoso. No sé ustedes, pero me gusta mucho esa nueva configuración de gesta. Le da más personalidad. Da ganas de jugar, bro.
And they were essentially saying, like, this is reminiscent of Battlegrounds as a landing page, and it's clean. It's a really good first touch with the game.
Es un hermoso diseño.
All the options laid out. And it's my understanding, are we looking
las runas, 20 millones.
More of this style to other game modes as well in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you mentioned, this is a template.
Da ganas de jugarlo por un día, solamente para ver el nuevo diseño nada más, ¿no? Está bonito el diseño, me gusta.
Our game modes, right? Making it more
Está chulo.
more accessible, getting all the information you need in one place.
Yeah.
And so if you look at the screen here, you have everything laid out. The panel on the left kind of shows you which battlegrounds are assigned to which maps, right? And then you have the next panel there with the event calendar, which we'll get into in a second.
Sure.
You have the rewards, the top rewards and everything all laid out there. Battle group assignments for all your officers and leaders to shuffle around, and just for yourself to get some info, and then the
está explicando
straight to the store
los grupos,
and the leaderboard.
Las fechas en que están en los calendarios, las recompensas.
That's always interesting to me as someone who observes the community, engages with the community.
Misterio, dice.
Is scary to people. This, in my opinion, and
ninguno. Por general solamente viene uno en diciembre, ¿no?
Inevitably, we're going to have people that
are regalar otro extra, tal vez.
Different. It's not familiar to them anymore. more.
Porque generalmente en diciembre viene un solo campeón.
If you ever get concerned or confused, you just hit this little normal button, number 7 there.
It's the how-to button.
Si tienes algo que no entiendes, ahí está como siempre el símbolo de interrogación para que te dé la información que necesitas.
Those 20 million units are not real.
Tienes acceso también directo a la tienda de Gloria. Ver las recompensas, los grupos asignados, la tabla de posiciones. Está bonito, me gusta. Saludos, Fer Cortés.
Maybe we'll bring you back just to be like, hey, I'm here to give. This is Harold, everybody, the giveaway guy. You come in for every live stream now just to give away stuff, and I love it.
Someone earlier called me Relic Man. I don't like that.
Relic Man!
Don't call me Relic Man.
I also did see people complimenting your shoes, so.
Listo. Siguiente, rápido, chicos. Ahí está.
Okay, so
panel de alistamiento.
I mentioned the panel on the left earlier in the screen, right? So this is what it is. It's the enlistment panel. So you can choose to enlist which BG into which maps per day. And for those of you who are very detail-oriented, you'll notice that it says out of 7. So that's a really exciting
Día
one,
1,
which we'll get into in the next slide.
Día 3,
this is how it's going to look. So if you do have an assigned map in a BG for that day, you can just jump straight into it, but it'll be nicely laid out for you which map you're doing and which BG is doing which what.
Sorry, I'm laughing because people have started referring to you as the Relic Ranger. And I like that a lot.
That was slightly better.
All right, let's look at number 2.
Ahí está.
Okay, next one. So this is the enlistment calendar. So this is like a really cool UI that I'm a huge fan of. I didn't do any of this work. I just want to caveat that. I'm just the messenger here.
Yeah.
So over here, you get to choose which BG does which map out of the 7 days. So again,
aquí puedes elegir la gesta que va a hacer
which is super exciting.
diferentes días, ¿no?
Agency earlier, right? So you can actually choose which day of the week you want to play Alliance Quest. So for those who don't want to do, AQs on the weekend, you can choose to not do that, right?
Tú eliges el día en el día. Eso ya le habían explicado, no vas a elegir aquí el día en que quieres jugar gestas, no sé, dependiendo de los grupos.
Maps you want to do, things like that. If you want to go to the next slide, I think we have more info.
Yeah, so if you tap this, tap. You go into this.
There you go, yeah.
Si entras ahí, pues te da la información, digamos, de cuál es el jefe final, la recompensa. Oye, está bonito,
with the mini bosses. And then if you look at the tabs on the top, you can actually choose the modifier on that map.
Le das tap.
Right. There you go.
Te va a mostrar
everything all in one place. Really, really cool.
Los nodos, mucho texto, junto a PNG.
Designers. And so, yeah.
Para que elijas los diferentes nodos.
So one thing, don't forget to save. So any details
no te olvides de guardar. Hay que guardar para que no
unlock until you hit this save button. It'll be
para que no pierdas la configuración.
I think way back in spring we knew that this was going to be a win in that we're giving people, like you said, agency, we're reducing commitment, and we're giving people the option. So if you really wanted to run Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then take a break, you can do that. If you want to avoid weekends, which I'm seeing from people
esto es lo que se dijo hace 2 o 3 meses sobre el tema de elegir los días. Ahora va a haber solamente 4 días de gesta. Y vas a tú elegir los días que quieres jugar. Si quieres jugar entre semana, y ya quieres tener los fines de semana libres, sábado y domingo ya no juegas, o de repente los lunes ya no juegas de martes a viernes, no sé, los días que quieras, de viernes a lunes, no sé. Como esto se elija. Como su grupo elija, porque es incluso por grupo. Cada grupo elige qué días jugar. Y solamente 4 gestas, que también está bastante bien. Por cierto, spoiler, bueno, eso ya se veía venir, ¿no? Va a haber alguna modificación con las recompensas de Gloria. Ahora falta que muestren mejoras en los premios. Ya viene también eso. Pero eso va a venir de la mano con los nuevos títulos también, ojo con eso. Oye, qué buenas zapatillas, ¿no?
All right, early 2024. We've shown this off a couple of times. I think it's going to be really cool. We had people play testing it at the Players Summit.
Hola, buenas, Iván.
You say it.
Okay. We're doing AQ raids.
Woo!
Let's go.
Raids!
I'm
excited. Wow, we echoed. Sorry. We also have our finance team right outside the door. Sorry, everyone. So we've got an explainer video. letting people know the general overview. I think it does say a date in late 2023, which obviously we're early enough in this process that things are still shifting. That video was also meant as an early preview, and therefore the video itself will change.
A ver si muestran ahora otro video para entenderlo mejor.
2024 is what we're aiming for. It'll be another thing that we focus on in one of these live streams. I want to, and Rob is working really hard behind the scenes to make it happen. Where we can do it live, because it's three-person battle groups.
10-person battle groups, but in groups of 3.
In groups of 3, and then one person sits alone on the sidelines.
Van a ser 3 grupos de batalla, 3 grupos de 10, y dentro del grupo se dividen en 3 otra vez.
I think it'll be a really cool thing to do live. I see people asking questions. We have more information about this game mode going live in the forums in about like 15-20 minutes. I posted it behind the scenes, and we just have to flip it live, so check that out after the stream. Along with the side quest information, as we often do. Before we throw the video, that's it for Harold, everybody. So shout out to the Relic Ranger. We'll have you come back to give away some stuff, but thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us.
Of course, thanks for
appreciate it. Take care. All right, let's throw to Alliance Quest Relic. No, Alliance Quest Raids. Sorry, Relic's on the brain.
Alianza, vamos a ver los raids otra vez.
What is going on, Summoners?
What is going on, Summoners?
A first look at our newest game mode, Alliance Raids.
A lo que son los raids de
Alianza. Like Alliance War and Alliance Quest, raids are all about coming together with your battle group to conquer the map before you. The first step is to decide your teams. There are 3 lanes of bosses, so naturally, your battle group will split into 3 groups of 3, with one summoner in reserve. Each team of 3 will need a player of each role. Vanguard,
vanguardia, de asalto y de
on the champion select screen, you'll be able to filter your champions by role. Champs that aren't in a role won't be able to complete role missions or deal any damage. So make sure you bring the right run for each job. Once you have your teams, roles, and champs decided, it's time to head into the map. You're gonna want to make sure you head to the matching choice node for your decided role.
Asegúrate de elegir el camino correcto para tu personaje de rol correcto. Si no, no vas a ganar las cargas.
Take some time to read them and pick whatever you think will help your champ unleash the most amount of damage.
Para tácticas, por ejemplo.
Now that you're boosted and at the
Una vez que hayas potenciado tu campeón,
organize the order that you fight with your partners.
Tienes que pelear en orden con tus compañeros para poder derrotar al oponente.
Now, each boss will have their own set of requirements while fighting them.
Ahora, cada jefe final tiene, digamos, ciertos requerimientos.
You can increase the amount of fervor gained from the boost that you chose. And once you gain enough fervor in a fight,
y estos aumentan las cargas de... ¿Cómo se llaman esas cargas?
These are your main resource to gain bonus damage for yourself and your teammates. And completing your missions in the
fight. La idea es que vayas entrando y ganando la mayor cantidad de cargas para ayudar a tus compañeros.
You'll grant charges to Vanguard. Vanguard grants charges to Tactician, and Tactician grants charges to Assault. And when your fight ends, you'll consume 1 of your roll charges. Completing a mission also grants you 1 stack of roll force for each roll charge on the fight that isn't your own. And these are important because each stack of roll force gives the attacker increased damage on all attacks. But
las cargas de raíz son importantes porque estas van a aumentar el daño.
Charges for your role are active. So,
y también, como le dije hace rato, va a depender mucho también de las de ganar las cargas correctas. Mira, 2 millones de daño, a la madre.
Everyone has charges and that you're working together to build them evenly. And you should be good to go. From here, rinse and repeat this process for each boss.
Luego repite el proceso.
Together to take down the final boss.
En cada uno de los jefes, porque van a ser varios jefes, no solo uno. Son varios jefes.
Health you can take off in a single fight. But a number of free revives will be available in the store each week. And also, timeouts will 100% knock out any attacker. So, make sure to deal as much damage as you can. Raids will be
Esto va a generar algunas peleas en los grupos,
That means if you choose to participate in raids, you only
alguien no va a
have to
querer,
complete
alguien no va a querer a alguien en su grupo.
Instead of 4. So, which champions do you want to take to
No me
your
van a querer
first
su grupo de
raid?
3.
Let us
Este
know in the
manco no lo
comments
quiero,
below.
van a decir.
And get ready,
Nadie va a
because
querer ese grupo
raids
conmigo.
are launching later this year. Until next time,
Porque lo vamos a hacer
we'll
perder.
see you in the battle realm.
Grupo de 3. Grupo de 3, cada grupo de 3.
All right, everybody, welcome back. That is, for some of
Sí,
you, a
va a
first
generar
look
por ahí
at Alliance Quest
algunas
raids.
discusiones,
Now,
creo
let's
yo.
address a few things
Va a
here.
volver el tema de peleas
That's your
otra vez.
first look at something
Pinche
that
grupo
is
que
a
no
very
puede.
detailed, dense explainer
Buenas
video.
discusiones, sí. Vamos a ver
I
qué
know that
premios
for some
hay
of
con
you,
esto,
It seems overwhelming. But you've got time. We're gonna take
Oye,
you there. We're gonna
no,
showcase
Cami.
everything. Shout out to FinTech Mcoc. What's up,
Ahora
champ? Great
habrá
to
que
see you.
depender de los bancos de la alianza.
It sounds more complicated than it is. And it is, because we have to explain it in all its nitty-gritty details, so that you have all of the information, but realistically there are going to be shorter guides and more explainer videos and a little more hands-on stuff as we get there. And some people will be like, no, I'm not going to play that. That's not for everyone. But that's the great thing about our game, is not every game mode is for everyone. And you just pick and play the ones that you like. And you have my full support in doing that, everybody. But as we were just talking as that video rolls, this is like built-in end-game content once a month for you and your alliance. So some people saying, I want to change alliances to get ready for this. Great. Like, I think it's interesting every time we introduce a new game mode. Because again, that's it. People being like, well, this is complicated. This is overwhelming. It's a new game mode. This is like
más incursiones mensuales y secundarias. Todo. Más misiones. Más juego. Menos vida.
But it's going to be cool. The rewards I see, as always, is a question. Robot account Chris, you are modest, and I'm talking to a bot right now. I'm going to be so embarrassed. But we'll have more of that information when we get the game mode up and running.
I can actually say something about that. I know I'm sneaking in here.
Hey, everybody, say hi to John Not John.
John Not John.
Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you as well.
Además se presentó solo.
Shake hands.
Oh my God, está con su camiseta de varón Semo.
So one thing I want to say about the rewards and kind of what you were saying there is one way that we're showing summoners they kind of have a choice.
Empieza más peinadito, mira.
Is that during raid week, all of the Alliance Quest rewards will be better, whether you play raids or not. So we're showing summoners
game designer.
Love that. As Twitchy D
has
pointed out,
va a ser una misión extra.
Coming later this year is
Con la
not
gesta
accurate.
una
I
extra.
said it before.
Digamos una misión
Let's
extra.
bookend it here. Not coming later this year, but in 2020.
Gestas va a haber igual.
The next year to happen.
Va a haber gestas, pero también va a haber los raids.
Guys, we got John here. John's here to talk about some really, really cool things. We're going to get into some first-time looks of a lot of things right now. So again, if you guys have any questions, please tag Kabam Twitchy D and
¿Sabes quién es el campeón que dijeron para diciembre? Outlaws. Outlaw. ¿Cómo se llama? Outlaw. No sé cómo se pronuncia. Pero Outlaw viene mamadísimo Outlaw. Espero que esté hot,
You're saying that. I'm just sitting here, okay?
Ahora se lo van a regalar, han dicho.
Let's take a look at our next slide.
Y el otro hay un campeón misterioso.
Join my alliance. Sure. I don't do a lot with it.
Ahí está, adquisición de los personajes, detalles.
Deathless Champions. We talked about Guillotine Deathless.
Detalles.
Yeah.
Esto es Deathless Champion.
5 pieces that people need to acquire. And I think we all agreed that it was important that we get out all that information as soon as we can, because nothing would be worse for someone to get through the victory track to get that piece, which is no easy feet. This is going to be a challenge.
No mostrar los premios David todavía. Pero va a haber una modificación. Onslaught.
So we're going to start with Deathless Champions, but we're also going to talk about Necropolis rewards. We're going to talk rewards for the first time, and we're going to talk about our next progression rank to follow up Paragon. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm nervous about it.
Yeah, me too, kind of. You're making me nervous.
No, you're going to be great. Look, I'll put on a
brave face. Tiene que hablar sobre el nuevo nivel de progresión.
That's my brave face. All right, but let's start with Deathless Champs. It's fun. It's beautiful. All of these exciting things. Let's move to the first slide here. And then you can take it away.
Sounds good. Yeah, so we're going to start to talk about 7-star Deathless Champions first, and then we'll talk about the 6 stars after that. So the 7-star champions are designed to be
estrellas, llegar al juego para coleccionarlo. Debería ser un reto complicado. O sea, para los complicados. Most hardened summoners. Para los más hardcore. Para los más
where they are sourced
metidos más en el juego.
Based on content that's in the game. So we're not releasing a new Necropolis every quarter next year, obviously.
Las piezas del personaje van a variar basados en el contenido.
Two promises.
Yeah, you did this yesterday, and I was like, I don't make promises.
Yeah, well,
John makes promises.
I'm making 2 promises to the community about Deathless Champion acquisition, okay? Number 1, they will always be available for in-game content or currencies.
Got it.
They might require a moderate unit spend, but it's never going to be ridiculous. The prime acquisition method for these pieces will never be cash offers. Number 2, they will never be sourced in a limited fashion in something like ranked rewards. Okay, so you're never going to have to finish Masters in Alliance War or Top 100 in Alliance Quest for these pieces. Aside from that, it's fair game.
Yeah.
I'm not making any other promises about where you're going to find these pieces. Some of them you're going to be able to collect solo. Some of them you might have to do some challenging content with your alliance.
Este man no entiendo lo que habla. No sé por qué.
Those are the two boundaries.
Su inglés es muy avanzado.
Sorry, I'm just laughing because
a él sí lo
Twitch
entiendo cuando habla.
Auto-censored isn't a big unit spend.
A ese sí lo entiendo, al otro no lo entiendo cuando habla.
I didn't mean to derail entirely. Guys, I get distracted by the chat constantly. Some of you are hilarious.
Habla así, no sé, no logro entenderlo.
So next slide, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm in charge. I forgot.
You're in charge? Okay.
Yeah. I'm doing fine, you guys. Let's keep it going.
So the 6-star Deathless pieces.
Las piedras de 6 estrellas, los personajes de 6 estrellas deberían ser accesibles para los jugadores, digamos.
Sort of like broad engagement across the game. So if you
play
all the
different
modes, if you play all the different content, you should be able to acquire these pieces if you want to. Again, the sources will still potentially vary. I'm not saying that they'll be the same currencies or.
Los que completen, aquellos que completen las piezas de 7 estrellas recibirán también ambas de 7 y 6 estrellas.
New Deathless Champion, but they will be more consistent and more predictable. And I should note, I know some people have already realized this. If you collect all of the 7-star pieces and trade them in, you will get both the 7-star champion and the 6-star champion. So if you are collecting the 7-star pieces, you're going to be successful. Do not buy the 6-star pieces. You do not need them.
Básicamente lo que están diciendo, en resumen, es que, por ejemplo, el personaje de 7 estrellas va a ser como que más para aquellos que están en un nivel más alto en cuanto a habilidad. Porque, por ejemplo, va a estar en el tema este de la necrópolis. Entonces, es para jugadores que están como que en un nivel más avanzado en cuanto al juego. Mientras que las piezas de 6 estrellas va a ser como que más accesible a los jugadores. Va a estar en el contenido, como ya vieron, se le puede comprar en la tienda de Gloria y puedes comprar con 30.000, pero es como que mucho más accesible poder conseguirlo, mientras que los de 7 estrellas sí va a ser como un poquito más complicado porque va a requerir habilidad, skill, tu habilidad. Si no tienes habilidad para completar una misión como por ejemplo la Necrópolis, entonces no podrás conseguir el 7 estrellas de este campeón. Ese es básicamente el resumen.
Yeah. So,
ahí está.
The actual 7-star guillotine pieces here. So obviously summoners have seen the handle.
El primero, por el mensaje de juego que ya lo tenemos. El segundo, la temporada 12, que ya lo tenemos. El tercero, al completar Necrópolis. El cuarto, en un objetivo, en un reto de objetivo. Un objetivo retador, digamos. Y el quinto, en los Millstone de banquete. ¡Oh! En los Millstone de banquete, a guardar sus runas. Yo se los dije. ¡Oh! ¡Qué sorpresa! Recuerden que les dije hace mucho tiempo que iba a ser muy importante tener runas para conseguir este personaje de 7 estrellas. Ya saben por qué. Por la última pieza. La última pieza de este campeón. Ahora lo saben.
Settle down. You just read 2 words on a screen. It's no need to overreact. John's going to explain it to you. John's a good guy. Give John a chance.
I'm going to explain it to you. Thank you. So this will be a banquet milestone, and it will be at a very, very reasonable banquet milestone.
Reasonable.
This will be by far, aside from the mass message piece, by far the easiest piece to obtain. Basically, anybody who engages with the banquet event will collect this piece. Is what I can say.
See, guys? Yeah. Now, don't you feel silly for getting all up in arms?
Pero ustedes dicen los objetivos se hacen en alianza o individuales. No han dicho todavía.
Specific about it. We chose so that if you open your free crystals and you spend the units from the other milestones on crystals, you will get this.
Vamos a hacer turnos para conseguir esta cosa.
Just by doing the thing, you guys.
Así que a guardar runitas para los banquetes.
Deep breaths. All right, let's take a look at.
Me imagino que sea individual. Me imagino que será individual.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, the 6-star pieces are basically being sourced for engagement across the game.
This slide says 7 stars, that's on me. This is 6-star, everyone pay attention, 6 stars.
Yeah, sorry, these are the 6-star pieces.
Esto
so these are available
6 estrellas, ¿no?
Basically for multiple
Hay un error arriba, es de 6, arriba hay 7, pero es de 6.
These will all eventually be in the shop and be available until January 31st.
Esto es de 6, ¿no? Que tenemos por 30,000 tokens. 600 lealtad de la de alma, con lealtad 600 monedas para la de 6.
Easy peasy.
8,500 de gloria. Y el último no lo leía.
I'm excited to see these. But hey, John, what happens if I missed a piece?
What happens if you missed a piece?
¿Qué haces si pierdes una pieza?
Mechanic. However, we want to strongly incentivize collection of these pieces through their primary channels. And so this catch-up mechanic will cost units, and it's going to cost lots of units. And I know for sure there are going to be, Reddit posts and forum threads saying, I can't believe Kabam thinks a Deathless Guillotine piece is worth this many units. And the honest answer to that is we don't. We don't think it's worth that many units. The reason that we're doing it this way is to not cheapen the chase of the summoners who collect these pieces the regular way. But if you're on vacation and you miss a piece, and you absolutely can't live without having the champion, there will be a catch-up mechanic available for units. This mechanic will be available after all of the summoners who have sort of
collected
these pieces through the
dice que va a ser complicado, o sea, si te fallas, si te pierdes una de estas piezas va a ser complicado conseguirla, te va a costar runas, te va a costar porque la obtención va a estar basado en que sea complicado, digamos, algo retador. Como por ejemplo pasar la necrópolis, ¿no?
This is one where your
no va a ser sencillo conseguirlo, así que no se las pierdan. Los verdades van a andar full con necrópolis.
Like obviously things happen, people miss events, but if you have it in you, get it done the right way.
Yo no puedo conseguir la segunda pieza, todavía falta 2 semanitas, Zambrano.
We are looking at potentially like a long-term content-based catch-up. Like let's say you come into this fall and you've missed 3 Deathless Champions. How are you going to collect them? We're looking into opportunities for that, but I will say that expect it to be very, very, very challenging. Yeah. Again, the primary way to collect these pieces is the way that it's intended, and so the other ways of getting them, there might be some, but they're not going to be,
al final,
they're not going to be easy.
Este man cuando habla.
They're going to cost a bunch of units. So.
Tiene un reverb.
I know we talked about it yesterday. So,
¿cómo se dice?
Are all of these people? Are all of these pieces available indefinitely? I know some of them will go away.
So the Necropolis completion piece and the challenge objective piece are available indefinitely. The Battlegrounds piece and the Banquet piece are only available in the current Battleground season and in the Banquet event. Yeah, so some of them will be available indefinitely, some of them will be available limited time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, ready to move on?
Listo.
Why should people be excited about the Deathless Champs? I saw people ask.
Yeah, so the Deathless Champions themselves are designed to be basically a fun questing team. We don't believe that they're going to be meta for Battlegrounds or Alliance War. It's not that they will never be used in those modes, but that's not the main target for them. They're
¿Cómo coleccionar los campeones mortales? Ellos estarán
next year where you will require
una divertida misión mensual.
I've seen the buzz around these challenge objectives, like these Korean
trials. Ellos no serán como un meta para Battlegrounds o guerra.
And people seem really excited, and I think they're cool. I think it's flexing creativity on our game team as well as providing
los futuros objetivos de reto requerirán usar a los campeones de Atlas.
These challenges with relatively low lift. It doesn't require the entire quest team to come together to build out a map and stuff like that.
Va a ser importante coleccionarlos.
So I'm really excited to see what these specific challenges will be. I think it's going to be really fun for people.
And I think maybe most importantly, as we've talked about, if you collect the 4 Deathless Champions over the next year here, there will be a 5th.
Será solamente válido para aquellos que hayan coleccionado todas las piezas de los campeones de Atlas.
To use those 4 champions.
Y será muy poderoso.
It's over a year away, so we haven't completely finalized what that is. To collect this final champion, the way that will work
is chicos, hay que comprar, así no puedan conseguir el de 7, tendremos que comprar el de 6, porque va a ser importante.
And the final Deathless champion
va a ser importante para algunas misiones luego.
Basically to be a meta champion across the game.
It's going to be cool. We did show it off at
va a ser importante tener este
Player Summit at Battle Round Brawl. we're not going to show it off again today, but we do have a video.
Soy mercenario, dice Ángel. Haces los mercenarios como que son los
but hey, check out YouTube, Marvel Contest of Champions official page there, as we will have basically a really cool reveal. I saw someone asking about the narrative side of it as well. That's going to be included in that video, which
va a ser para misiones, eventitos, pues normal, ¿no? ¿Quién sabe? Luego tiene utilidad. Así me lo utilizan también.
I saw a question in chat. We haven't announced all 4 of the champions yet, but I am very excited for them. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. It's gonna be rad. Okay, moving along here.
Necrópolis recompensas. Ojo.
Before we take a look at the Necropolis rewards for the first time.
I think that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say anyways. I think at some point players will obviously start to see more about the kit and that kind of stuff.
Ojo, recompensas. Saludos, Bargy.
Yeah, I know we had a question from Galio Cube 101. What was the most fun about creating Deathless Champs? That's not John's bag, like he said, but, when we do have Deathless Champs available, we should bring back Aiden. It's been such a long time. We'll bring back Aiden. Aiden will come and talk.
Es el maestro de Atlas también, ¿no?
Champs, which will be really, really fun.
Yeah, I think for me, I can say that for my part in it, the most fun about this has been creating like this entirely new collection mechanism across the next year of the game.
Yo decía a la gente, guarden para el banquete, ahí Kabam tira la casa por la ventana.
And seeing,
falta algo que no se ha visto, pero según me han dicho, hay algo que no se ha visto.
Yeah, I'm pumped. Okay, let's dive into Necropolis rewards here.
Super maestro. Yo creo que es el maestro oscurito, ¿no?
Summoners, lovely summoners.
Porque hay hay uno que es como blanco y negro.
I saw these yesterday.
El maestro de los 40.
Manage expectations. That's always the thing here. Is everyone's like, John, when I finish Necropolis, I want every 7-star. And no, but we'll see some cool stuff here. Let's dive right in here.
Sounds good. Yeah, so in terms of the path rewards,
en el camino 1,
so some of the stuff in this presentation,
un cristal 7 estrellas.
Already know from different pieces of information that were released.
Una gema de 7 estrellas de rango 4 a rango 5.
Basically, there are 3 different path rewards, and you get each of them twice. So you get 2 7-star hero crystals, 2 4 to 5 generic 6-star rank up gems, and 2 full 6-star
rango 4 a rango 5. Camino 3.
These rewards are in chests, so you can't see which one is on which path.
Camino 3, 200 polvos primordiales de nivel 2, camino 4, un cristal de 7 estrellas, camino 5, una gema de rango 4 a rango 5 de 6 estrellas, y el camino 6, 200 polvos primordiales más de 6 estrellas. Recompensas por caminos. Ahora vamos a ver cuánto cuesta pasarlo, ¿no? Son 2 de 7, 2 polvos primordiales y 2 rangos 5, ¿no? 2 rangos 5, 2 7 estrellas y 2 niveles extras.
These are just the beginning.
Recompensas por completar.
Mitanga 23 dice los de 7 se van a poder comprar. Pregunta.
There is the 10,000 Titan shards. The amount of Titan shards in here and in
el título. Un título épico de la necrópolis. Una pieza del alma que ya lo vimos. 10.000 esquirlas del titán. Reliquia de cristal de 6 estrellas. 7 estrellas rango 1, rango 2. 7 estrellas rango 2 a rango 3 y 2 cristales de clase. 2 cristales de clase 7 estrellas. Seleccionante selector. Eso creo que no se había visto, ¿no? 2 cristales para seleccionar clase 7 estrellas. 7 estrellas Crystal Peak Class. Con 2. ¿Qué tapo? Ahí está, ¿ves?
So these are effectively selectors. You will pick any class and then you will spin a single spin crystal. They're not Nexus crystals. You'll get a champion of that class. The reason that these are crystals and not a selector is so that if you do not have a champion of every class of 7-star or one that you want to take to rank 3, open
para elegir mi científico para que me salga Spider-Wing.
And then if you're not happy with the class you get, then you can use these classes.
Para que me salga Spider-Wing. Voy a comprar mi científico para que me salga Titania y me va a salir Spider-Wing.
Dansboss 17 dice: el título Epic es el título mítico.
No.
So I think it's a ton of fun.
Es otro título.
Playtesting this, I got into a flow where I like missed a meeting, and all of a sudden it was lunchtime. And
Esto llega el 15 de noviembre. Para los que no están enterados, la necrópolis llega el 15 de noviembre. Así que en 12 días. En 12 días llega la necrópolis del juego.
No digas eso, Cés, porque siempre te pasa que te autosaboteas a...
Exactamente, el 15 de noviembre. 15 de noviembre llega. Ajuntó oro e hizo azul. Necrópolis será para los tops. Para los mortales como nosotros, pues simplemente gastar muchos recursos.
I do see a question from Mabphil85. Does the 7-star class crystal include the champs in the Titan crystal?
Sorry, no, that just includes the base pool champs.
The base pool. Yeah. Does it include the exclusive champions in the incursion/loyalty 7-star crystal? I imagine is the same answer.
It just includes the base pool champs.
Perfect. All right, let's move along.
Siguiente.
Boop, boop.
Oh,
who's that?
Oh, el maestro de 6 estrellas.
Do you remember when I was on stream a few months ago?
It's true. I had you
al completar recompensas. Maestro de 6 estrellas. Pensé que era de 7. ¿Cómo que de 6? De 7 tiene que ser.
So, moving into Necropolis. One feedback that we've heard a lot from Abyss, and it's definitely true, is that those rewards became outdated pretty quickly. And so we wanted to include some things, especially in the completion rewards here,
ahí está el escudo.
More relevant.
This is completion.
This is just completion.
Wow.
And so for the completion run, you will get a 6-star Maestro
Yo también esperaba que sea de 7, la verdad.
Trophy champion, yes.
Decepción que sea de 7, de 6, perdón.
Defender. No question. You know, following up on Jessica Jones, probably even a harder defender than Jessica Jones. So this will make the rewards valuable for a long time. But there is something else, and I was very happy this wasn't spoiled in the teaser
no es el mismo que tenemos en el juego, por cierto, es diferente, tiene habilidades nuevas.
And it is. Let's see if I'm going to quiz chat, okay? Chat, what is something in our game?
Es algo diferente, muy diferente al personaje que tenemos en el juego.
And is not a currency.
This is so much stress.
Can anyone guess what it is?
Va a querer subirlo. Es un buen defensor.
He's cosmic.
En teoría, en el papel, por lo que he leído.
Real estate.
Parece un buen defensor.
I don't know who said it. It flew by too quick.
Habilidades interesantes.
Did they? Oh yeah. I've seen some.
So there is in the completion rewards for Necropolis forever.
¿Pero qué más hay?
A new mastery point. And the idea here is that
un punto exclusivo de maestría.
This mastery point is here, it means that no matter how far our game goes, no matter how far the power in our game goes, it will always be worth doing a completion run of the Necropolis.
And let me say on this point, nobody come at me about Masteries 2.0 or Masteries presets. Are things working behind the scenes? Maybe, but don't yell at me about it. I wasn't even in the company when we talked about those things, and you know, you got a new mastery point. What more could you ask for? No, like, well, you know, things are still happening, but that's all we can really say at all. So just, hey, don't yell at me. That's it. This was one that I was really nervous
about. Sí funciona, ¿no? Sobre todo para los que tienen, por ejemplo, las suicidas. Por ejemplo, aquellos que usan suicidas, creo que sacrifican muchos puntos para esas maestrías y le quitan mucho a otras maestrías. Creo, ¿no? Creo que ellos sacrifican mucho, ¿no? Muchas otras maestrías para colocar, porque necesitan 3 o muchas maestrías para activar.
Right, ready to move on?
Yep.
Cool.
Para activarlas.
Did I go too far?
No, I think this is
okay,
right.
Is this the one?
Yeah.
My mouse stopped
I think this is good. So exploration rewards. So there's a profile picture. There are 3
por
6-star
exploración, imagen de perfil,
7-star Titan crystal,
reliquias, 6 reliquias, o 3 reliquias de 6 estrellas, un cristal del titán por explorar, rango 1 a rango 2, rango 2 a rango 3 gema.
So that's obviously the main prize.
Significan sí tener puntos de exactamente.
There's more?
There's more.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Have we given
yo creo que es bueno que le vayan metiendo uno y luego quizás vayan a ir metiendo más. O sea, no es malo, la verdad.
Who has one? And yeah. His name is Fintech.
Oh, what a sweetheart.
Pero es por exploración.
Congratulations, Fintech. Thank you.
Tan bueno, ¿no? También.
Esa
exploración es al 100%, ¿no? Imagen de perfil, reliquias, cristal de titán, gemas de rango 2 a rango 3, rango 1 a rango 2 y rango 2 a rango 3. Uno nada más. No está mal, parece poco, ¿no? Pero no está mal porque hay premios por caminos también.
Se ve poco, pero un punto puede hacer la diferencia.
Exactamente. Lo que decía, es que yo, como estaban comentando, ahí está, ve. Recompensas por exploración, ahora sí.
I did see one person guess this. I saw some people be like, no 7-star, and then one person was like, it's an exploration reward.
Yeah, it's an exploration reward, so this
Ahí está, es por exploración, el de 6 estrellas.
5 years.
MCOC, 15-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Ahora sí, ahora sí, por exploración. Cósmico, sí, es cósmico, es cósmico.
Oh, but there's still more.
Aún hay más.
There is a 7-star.
También vas a poder elegir cualquier campeón de 7 estrellas. También vas a poder elegir cualquier campeón de 7 estrellas.
There is a selector where you will be able to pick any one of these 36 champions when you finish the necropolis. Almost everybody is still chasing a white whale in here. I certainly know I am.
Who do you want?
If I pick
Elijas
today,
al que quieras de 7 estrellas. Cuidado con eso. Ojo que todos vamos a elegir a Ojo de Halcón, que está aquí. Aquí está. Todos tienen que elegir a Ojo de Halcón, obviamente. Tienes el chance de elegir a quien quieras. Vas a elegir a Ojo de Halcón, obviamente. Que es, mira, obviamente.
Nothing I like more than putting out information and content and stuff that you guys get fired up for.
Sí. No, también es creador de contenido.
It's going to be hard, especially to explore this content. It's going to be hard. There are some really awesome, but
es el full abuelo, es cósmico porque es una versión diferente. No es la misma versión que tenemos en el juego, chicos. No es el mismo, para nada es el mismo. Es el mismo diseño tal vez, pero tiene habilidades diferentes. Tiene la fuerza cósmica. Recuerden que ese Hulk ya es una versión poderosa, digamos.
Oh, we'll come back to that. I thought it was the next slide. I thought I was setting it up beautifully.
And finally, some vanity rewards, some cosmetic rewards for the
El primero en explorar tendrá el título legendario Rey de la Muerte. Y los 10 primeros en explorar tendrán el título mítico que ya conocemos ya.
Las cuentas que van a explorar al 100% Necrópolis ya tienen a todos los tops del cristal básico.
Ya sé, pero lo vamos a explicar probablemente. ¿Quiénes pueden competir por esas recompensas?
Exactly. Cheat detection, and we just put out another
van a tener detección de trampas, ojo con eso.
Mike edited and posted this morning about.
A ver, dice. Esos son los que puedan competir por esas recompensas deben, 2 puntos. Tener un email válido enlazado a su cuenta. Grabar sus pasadas y subirlos a YouTube u otro servicio de stream donde nosotros podamos revisarlos a nuestra discreción. Si tú streameas tu pasada, digamos, está bien. Mientras que nosotros podamos acceder a la grabación.
And I'm kind of very excited. I think it's also going to be really rad that we have video footage forever archived.
Sí, David, luego haré resumen.
Haré
resumen chiquito ahorita y al final
You have what it takes.
Do you have what it takes?
Because I don't know if I do.
I don't.
Se ve bueno ¿Es el mismo? ¿Es otro, no?
Will my new 7-star carry me all the way through? My one single
Está mejorado,
7-star
bro.
will get it done?
It will not.
Guys, I got my first R4. It took me a long time to make that choice. But I picked Spider-Man.
Lo elimine y no puedo acceder a él, jajaja.
Cool. Now.
Tienes que grabar igual. Nada de mercs, nada de contratar.
This content will be live and get hyped for Necropolis as it's launching November 15th.
Hoy estamos hablando por Necropolis, se lanza el 15 de noviembre.
We'll be having a launch day stream November 15th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. We'll go for 60 minutes. We finish the stream.
A las 9 a.m. a la hora que iniciaste directo.
We'll be giving away 100,000 units on that stream.
100,000 runas de regalo.
To one person?
Not to one person.
Okay. Oh my God.
We're going to give away 10 stashes of 10.
Con 100,000, quiero ganar las 100,000 runas. Con esas 100,000 runas,
it was your idea.
Me paso la necrópolis. ¿Sí o no? 100,000 runas. Entro y me compro un montón de resurrectores y lo paso.
Very fun. We're going to talk to Kevin, who I think was one of our first ever
muero,
guests.
Revivo. Entro, muero, revivo. Entro, muero, revivo. Entro, muero, revivo. Entro, muero, revivo. Y así me paso la necrópolis.
And then we're going to talk to
me gasto 100,000 runas.
Who designed the final boss fight, which I think is going to be really, really fun. We're going to have some very, very, very cool conversations. Is there anything else we need to know about Necropolis before we move on to the next potentially traumatizing?
No, 10 por 10, 100,000.
I don't have anything else to say.
Igual.
There's a lot more that people need to know about Necropolis, but we're not going to share any of that.
That's true.
El gran maestro nameless.
First look. Mostly we wanted to talk about the rewards because the rewards play very importantly into our next segment.
La regeneración.
For our next progression.
Hago la clásica, entro, muero y ya está. Nuestro siguiente título.
More like Paragon, am I right?
Paragon.
Thanks.
Nuevo título.
We got that one. I'm so nervous. Okay. Here it is. Welcome to Valiant.
Bienvenidos a Valiant.
That is the name.
It's a strong name.
I love the name.
Did you pick the name?
I did not pick the name. Our lore and narrative people did.
Yeah.
I contributed to it and to the discussion about it, but yeah, they picked it, they killed it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, there are lots of words that mean courageous and awesome.
Yeah.
So we
amazing, nuevo título.
We haven't run out of titles yet, and
Muy bien.
We have a few, I think, teed up for the next few as well, should we need them.
Yeah, which is rad. Finn, if you were to name the next progression tier, what would you name it?
Fantasticoso.
Fintech was the answer, which is actually pretty great. All right, let's take a look at Valiant. How do I get
completar el acto 8.3.
So it is launching alongside Necropolis on the 15th, and the requirements are to complete 8.3 and have 2 rank 3 7-star champions.
Rango 3 de 7 estrellas.
I've pretty much been honing in on this already, so I don't think there's too much of a surprise here.
Saw a lot of people suggest
8.3 listo.
Would be explore. Act 8.3.
Rango 3 de estrellas, no listo.
3 rank 3 7-star champions.
Yeah, I think 2 is the right number because that means on day 1, anybody who explores Necropolis will have
8.3 regalado, ese 8.3 es regalado ya, o sea, 8.3, todo lo va a pasar 8.3, eso no hay problema con eso.
With his head start will probably be our first Valiant.
I think that's almost poetic.
Yeah.
¿Dónde conseguir los 7 estrellas pasando la Necrópolis?
What acquisition methods do you see?
Yeah, so there are a couple things with the launch of Paragon that we wanted to do a little bit differently here. I thought we could improve on. One was that we could be clearer about the road to the progression, how we expect players to get there.
Completar Necrópolis y utilizar las ofertas donde se publiquen.
Yeah, and so we're doing that now, and then after that we're going to talk about
en primavera de 2024 completar Necrópolis y explorar el acto 8, explorar el acto 8 y utilizar ofertas.
To become Valiant before December, you can explore Necropolis, or you can complete the Necropolis and secure 1 rank 3 on Cyber Week. I want to be clear to set expectations. I'm going to look directly in the camera while I say this.
Right down the barrel of the gun, baby.
There is only 1 rank 3 available in the Cyber Week offers. Technically, there's a little bit more tier 4 alpha than you need for 1 because of the web store bundles.
Básicamente es pasar la Necrópolis.
There is 1. So if you want to become Valiant before Christmas time,
el primero, el segundo.
The Necropolis, and then you need to either explore it or you can secure 1 in the Cyber Week offers.
Justamente antes lo vamos a hacer activo. ¿Cuándo llega? Fecha.
With Mike and other people internally.
We don't want people to just en conclusión, dice Kabam que le dé $50,000 y listo exactamente.
But then, like, a massive head start. It is always a very important balance in our game to be able to kind of allow people to stay competitive the entirety of it.
Yeah, I see questions in the chat. If you want to secure enough tier 4 alpha for
quiero ver la fecha exacta de lanzamiento.
You will have to spend both cash and
dice todavía, ¿no?
Copy that
in the offers.
But if that's not your cup of tea, by spring 2024, because that is indeed next year, there's other ways.
Yeah, so if you want to try to become Valiant sort of in the next 6 months, there are a couple other viable paths here. One is to complete Necropolis and then explore Act 8. We don't know exactly the form of the rank 3 that will be in Act 8 exploration yet.
Quiero ver la fecha
exacta. Committing to there being one full rank 3 in Act 8 exploration.
Que regrese el farmeo, ya no hay farmeo ya. Adiós al farmeo.
To secure another one. I want to make it clear here, I'm not saying that these are literally the only paths to Valiant in the next 6 months, but I'm going to say 95% plus of summoners who achieve Valiant in the next 6 months will take one of these 4 paths.
Parece Cyber Weekend solo van a poner un rango, van a pedir un rango 3.
Andrew the Rough's biceps are already
¿Así?
Yeah.
Pero básicamente es pasar Necrópolis, ¿no? Aquí si quieren hacer esto pasar Necrópolis y ya tienen, creo.
These are the main paths, and I know we don't really have time to get into this today, but I know that a lot of summoners have thought
dijo que el 15 de noviembre el inicio. Gracias, Stefan.
And again, I do want to talk.
Como estoy hablando, dejo de escuchar,
bro. I will say now is our plan is to slow down. So you're not going to see Tier 4 Alpha sort of spread across the game as fast as Tier 6 Class Catalyst did. We are planning on slowing down a little bit. So for the most part, Necropolis and Act 8 Exploration are going to be the main source of Tier 4 Alpha. I'm not saying there won't be a little bit in, you know, high ranked rewards for Alliance War and that kind of thing, but for most people, that's kind of like the first source of rank 3s, and that's going to remain the case for the next 6 months or so.
Dijo algo de las primeras personas que recolectan los recursos para subir al rango 3. Y luego dijo
We are now
perks por valiente. Cristales de login, de logueo.
Why should you be Valiant?
Yeah, so there's new logging crystals.
Los beneficios, las mejoras.
The web store
calendario de logueo, cristales de inicio de sesión, regalos de valiente.
There is a special Valiant
mejora para la tienda de Glorian en el 2024.
Explore Necropolis or complete Necropolis and
retos y objetivos exclusivos de misiones para el 2024 y otro contenido exclusivo para los valientes.
Will obviously be better than the others. There will be exclusive challenge content, exclusive challenge objectives and content at the start of next year as well.
Gracias, Blasado, por la aclaración.
To follow up on Mike's comment here, let's clarify. There are some bonuses during Cyber Week for Valiant, but the majority is shared with Paragon as well. Again, trying to maintain that gap.
Pero Fintech ya tendría, porque Fintech ya tiene uno. Entonces, hace el SI tendría dos.
It was on the next slide, that's my bad.
Yeah, so in terms of on the offer side, there will be a daily deals upgrade quite soon.
Diarias.
Preview bundle upgrade, I believe that's coming very soon.
También las ofertas de run a por dinero real.
Offers, and what I mean by that is there will be 2 limit 1 offers for Valiant players. There will be 1 cash offer and 1 unit offer. The vast majority of offers that players see will be the same as Paragon, but
mejora en el evento de
very special offers for those first few Valiant players who really strive for it as quickly as possible. I should say that these are special.
Y los Paragon también tendrán acceso, pero tendrán una progresión más lenta. O sea, les va a costar más.
They do not, however, have more rank 3 materials because again, this whole thing that we want to slow down with rank 3, but they have some other really awesome stuff in it. So, yeah, my goal is to try to become
voy a esperar a ver que alguien lo pase, a ver qué tan complicado está.
And then the upgraded sigil event, there will be a 7-star sigil witch acquisition. So we're basically creating a new sigil witch token.
Probablemente. Saludos, Kenshi, bienvenido.
Players will get more of them, progressing towards.
Nos jodieron a los free to play como siempre, pero es que esto de los nuevos títulos siempre se genera esto, de que no solamente para los pay to win.
Yeah, because we spoiled the stream, the community already beat us to a bunch of.
We tried to get ahead of it. Yeah. We knew it would be coming. We knew there would be all of this.
That's right. El rompetrono, mira el rompetrono.
2 weeks ago, just so you know, I didn't steal it from Reddit. The thing that I like about this is that Thronebreaker sitting on a little throne there.
It's
so
perfect.
I think it's very appropriate.
It's beautiful. And also, this isn't accurate, you guys. Hey, I'm a Thronebreaker. I would never let them ignore Thronebreakers because I need attention. Was that it? We crushed it.
Is that it?
We crushed it.
Okay, that's it. I did have one more little tease I wanted to mention to players before we leave. You can kill the slideshow.
Go big on us, Rab.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so There are some more champions coming to 7 stars in the next 3 months. We are going to continue with the interesting acquisition methods. I'm not going to say more about it and how it's going to work. But I did want to mention to summoners that Shocker and Sandman are both going to be coming at 7 stars relatively soon. And the reason that I wanted to talk about this now was because I know that their rebalances are going live, and I didn't want us to be accused of like pulling a bait and switch and wait until everyone had ranked up their 6 stars and then releasing the 7 stars. So here's warning advance. 7-star Shocker, 7-star Sandman coming to the game. Obviously, collecting the 7 stars is one thing, awakening them and singing them up is another. So I anticipate probably
va a estar rotísimo Noviembre.
6 stars because of how important SIG is. But just wanted to give everyone a heads up on that.
Good guy, John, just getting ahead of it, really doing the work for the people. It's that time, guys. It's giveaway time.
Debería darte. Que sí debería darte.
Excuse me. If you're watching anywhere that's not twitch.tv/Kabam, you're not here for the giveaway. You're doing it wrong. Please head over to twitch.tv/Kabam and make sure that you have an account, that you're signed in to said account, and we'll let you know in just a moment here exactly how to enter. Again, we are giving away 1 7-star Kushala and 5 6-star Kushalas. Welcome back to the set. The Relic Ranger himself, Harold, here to give away a 7-star Kushala, which is fantastic. Are you excited to...
The whole time John was talking, this is all I could think about.
Just like, oh, give it to me. Give it to me.
Dámelo, papi. Dame ese regalo.
I want to give more credit to John. He talked about, you guys talked about anti-cheat a little bit. You mentioned it, right? Huge wins there for us. John was spearheaded the whole thing. Did a lot of work there, so I just want to give some props.
Bravo por ese buen trabajo del torneo, esa madre.
Great work, John and team. I appreciate you all.
Por todo lo que es el juego, por el avance del juego, básicamente.
I haven't told you how to enter yet. Again, if you're watching anywhere that's not twitch.tv/Kabam, it's not going to work for you, okay? Head to twitch.tv/Kabam. Make an account. It takes 2 seconds. You're going to want it if we ever get into a situation where we're making drops anyways. So head on over here. We also want to see the Twitch follower count go way up so we can keep making these streams better. We have this awesome studio because you guys can come hang out and we can make that case. Go to the super wide.
Whoa. Hello.
Yeah, studio. Look at this switcher board. There's 9 monitors that Rob's looking at right now. Rob and Fenton back there. We got the whole gang.
Bueno, como les decía hace ratito, el tema de los títulos. Siempre sucede eso cuando sale un nuevo título. Pero luego ya se hace fácil de conseguir ya. Primero es complicado, pero ya luego se facilita ya. A ver, la palabra clave, me please, es lo que tiene que copiar en el...
Streamlabs tell you have an entry.
Me, a ver,
you likely do. We just overload the system sometimes, and they have a little bit of a tough time. Everybody gets 1. Again, only here on twitch.tv/Kabam. We'll give you guys about 5 minutes to enter as much as you possibly can, and then we will be drawing our winners.
Ahí está. Esto de aquí, chicos, lo que de YouTube. Te escribieron en el canal de Kabam.
Me please. Have you won? Anyhow, you were the first one.
Me please, el canal de Kabam en Twitch. El canal de Kabam de Twitch.
But now it is time for that shameless self-promotion. So, hey everybody, my name's Jax. You can call me Jax.
Me please. Para que puedan ganar o participar en muchos torneos.
I love this group that we work with, but this is not the only time that I get to be in front of a camera with a lovely community. So, if you wanted to hang out with me a little bit more, head over to twitch.tv/flanneljax. Most importantly, tomorrow I will be doing a charity stream. I'll be live for 10, maybe 12 hours. We're going to play the entirety of a narrative horror game that I love, but we are raising money through Extra Life for their game day, which is an organization that puts content creators and local children's hospitals together to raise money and funds for those hospitals. So any proceeds from that charity stream will be going straight to BC Children's Hospital. This is a cause that means a lot to me personally. We've done this stream 3 years in a row. We've seen the positive impact. We've talked to people in our community who have had experiences with children's hospitals themselves. It's very, very important. We are striking distance from $10,000 lifetime raise. So again, all of the money goes towards a fantastic cause. You can check out all that info. Again, tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time at twitch.tv/flanneljax. And that's enough for me. Harold, anything you want to promote?
Gracias, Tom.
He said.
Oh, cool, thanks.
Watch Jax.
Tom Roth.
Thank
Tom
you.
Roth, bienvenido.
Our entries here are a little over 1,600, so keep them coming. Keep them coming. Exclamation point, me please.
Me please en el chat para que participen. Por Kushala de 7 estrellas, yo quiero dar 7 estrellas.
Don't use the quotation marks. Type exclamation point, me please.
Yo puedo participar
it's always
también,
fun
¿no?
to me to see first-time chatters who are just here for the giveaways. Sneaky sneaks. But hey, we know what people want, and I hope that you guys elect to stick around. These streams are super fun. We want to keep doing more ridiculous things. And now that
mi premio, quiero mi premio.
I feel like we're going to be able to kind of hype up our streams a little bit. We've got some fun plans as we head into the end of the year. Again, Necropolis stream November 15th, 100,000 unit giveaway. Again, 10 times 10.
Kushala de 7 estrellas y de 6 estrellas ahorita.
10 times 10. But I'm really excited for that. We've also talked about just some really silly ideas. Like
what?
Well, my number one, and it's a big lift. Like, it's a lot of work. But I would love to see an internal Kabam. Tournament, Battlegrounds tournament, but we hype it up like.
Bueno, estaba hablando un ratito.
Everyone has a
esperando que la gente participe.
Persona. Yep, absolutely.
El banquete sale el aguillo a comprar las 6 estrellas.
There's rivalries.
Exactamente.
Ya no vale la pena gastar siendo pero I did talk about it because realistically, if we were to do this, I would just.
¿Cómo sabes que no vale la pena?
But I did talk
Suerte a los amigos de Kabam con sorteo trucho, dice.
Giving my account
yo todavía tengo fe, yo todavía creo. La fe me acompaña, yo todavía tengo fe en que me va a salir algo bueno aquí.
Diabolical, but I wouldn't do that.
No, because that's
todavía tengo fe.
Piloting.
Don't do that.
Don't
do that.
Don't let them know. Don't do that. Don't. Ready? Together. Watch. Don't do that. Don't. Oh wait, it was that camera.
Was it? Oh, come on, guys.
Do it again with me. Ready?
On 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Don't do that.
That's good. What do we got on the timer here? Just under 5 minutes. We have 2,200 entries.
Dice llamando el mensaje desme la pela. Anta para banearte. Te voy a banear. ¿Dónde estás?
Hanging out. I really appreciate you.
Estás para banearte. A ver, ¿dónde dice me la pelan para banearte? A ver.
One of my favorite things to do, but like.
¿Dónde estás para banearte ahorita? Por tóxico te voy a banear. ¿Dónde estás?
For hanging out with you. Do yourself a solid. Exclamation point, me please in chat, and try and get yourself some free stuff.
That's right.
And this is fun. Like, we've given away hard merchandise, and we can only send that to some people, right? We can only ship that in North America. But this is stuff that's accessible for everyone who doesn't have a banned account.
No es cierto, no has comentado nada.
Everyone who doesn't have a banned account.
No es cierto, no has comentado nada. Acá estás, te tengo.
Has banned accounts?
Es que es normal, ¿no? Kishin del 81 tiene que ser.
John is intimately aware of every account and whether or not they have a ban history. All right, we're going to wrap it up.
Te buscaré y te encontraré.
NCAA fans in here, first-time chatter. You guys are doing it. You're getting the message. Victor Esno's getting the message. Again, first-time chatters coming in here. Great to see you all.
Bueno, ahora de entrenar los dedos para esa necrópolis. Bueno, debo ir a buscar a mi novia.
We're doing a really fun one on November 15th, so come and hang out for that, everybody. All right. We're just over 5 minutes here. I'm going to give you 30 more seconds.
Suerte a todos.
Mostly because I want to see
Últimos
this entry
segundos.
up over 2,500. And then we're going to close entries, and we're going to read off the winners, and we're all going to celebrate together, even if we didn't win, because that sportsmanship. Right?
Vamos, de una vez, ya, déjate hablar y regalen la que tiene que regalar. Quiero premios. Bueno, quiero ver cómo me decepciono y que no gano nada.
And also, look how cool Chioth looks. Our team don't miss. Our team don't miss. My favorite thing about Chioth, and I'll say this, we've talked about Chioth a lot in the last couple months because it's a very, very important step. The tattoos designed by First Nations artists.
Bueno, ellos pusieron a hablar de Chile ya. Ellos se pusieron a hablar de la Chile ya. Están haciendo tiempo. Están haciendo tiempo para que participen más.
I believe it's already out on our YouTube. No, it goes out in a couple weeks, right?
Bastarán unas 10,000 runas para el banquete, ¿es? Yo creo que sí.
So we've shown off like a 2-minute video about the creation of Kushala, or sorry, of Chioth and the behind the scenes and why it's important, etc. But we have an extended cut that'll go live on our YouTube again. Check out all our social media stuff. You're going to need like the Twitter. I'm not going to stop calling that Twitter.
Vas a querer runas para pasar a Necrópolis, porque no va a estar fácil en Necrópolis. Entonces vas a tener que gastar, si no tienes recursos, más que ya no tenemos farmeo, vas a tener que gastar runas para Necrópolis, lo que te va a hacer que llegues con pocas runas para el Black Friday. Si gastas en el Black Friday, te vas a quedar sin runas para diciembre. Y si compras en diciembre el banquete, te vas a quedar sin ofertas de Black Friday. Entonces vas a querer runas de todas maneras. Todo está completamente planificado para que gastes tus runas ahí. Y si tienes runas, gastes dineros.
En Sindel 81 dice, y si mejor jugamos al Ludo.
¿Cuál Ludo? Ese Ludo es para las abuelitas. Si me paso de ahora pidiendo rango 2, rango 3, ¿qué? Está bien, George, está bien. Pues no sé por qué se están lamentando, chicos. Es normal, siempre nos van a pedir cosas complicadas. Hace un par de años, para el título nos pidieron 3 rango 3 y parecía absurdo, parecía ilógico tener personajes en rango 3 de 6 estrellas. Y ya tenemos ahora en rango 4. La primera vez que sale, o los primeros 6 meses, es como que parece imposible conseguirlos. Luego, conforme va pasando el tiempo, se va haciendo más sencillo y se va obteniendo. Recuerden que conforme va pasando el tiempo también te van dando mayor cantidad de recursos. Y por eso es que luego es fácil conseguir los títulos. Pero es parte del juego, o sea, es para que te motives. Imagínate que te digan, necesitas tener un rango 2. Bueno, ya todos, entonces den el título a todos. Ese no es el objetivo. El objetivo es que sigas jugando.
Recuerden que cuando salió el rompetronos, pedían un R3 de 6 y la única forma de sacarlo era dándole una pasada a la vida.
Exacto, también para rompetronos era un R3 en ese tiempo, ¿no? Un R3 de 6 y ¡oh, imposible! ¡No, Kabam! ¡Quiere mi dinero! ¡Maldito! Voy a dejar el juego, que no sé qué. Un año después, si en la mitad del juego es rompetronos. Bueno, no tanto, ¿no? Un montón de rompetronos ahora. Ahora abundan los rompetronos. Ya nadie quiere ser rompetronos ahora. Que todos quieren ser para, un mínimo. Bueno, ahora todos quieren ser valientes.
Márquez 94 dice, pero ahora no es una pasada, es la exploración al 100.
No, es una pasada, una exploración al 100. Pero pues vas a tener chiste luego de conseguirlo. Es que ustedes están pensando como si esa fuera la única forma de conseguirlo. No es la única forma de conseguirlo. Luego, conforme pasando el tiempo, pues vas a poder obtenerlo. Recuerden que por lo general los títulos es para nivelar o identificar unos de otros. Y pues que se vayan sumando poquito a poquito. No es que darle a la mitad del juego o al 20% de los jugadores totales los premios, no es eso. O darle el título.
Márquez 94 dice, es la única forma de conseguirlo antes de las ofertas.
Congratulations all the same. And our last winner of a 6-star
Yo gané.
Es la única forma de conseguirlo antes de las ofertas de Black Friday.
Pepe Nero.
There we go. Congratulations to all of our winners. And hey, everybody who didn't win, I hope you guys had a good time hanging out here, hanging with us. Better luck next time.